All right, 2023 is wrapped up. It's that time of year we all have to make decisions on 2024 already. We literally have less than a month to decide what we're going to fish and commit to next year. Just to give a little perspective, so for the Bassmaster Open route, last year they had the new format for EQ qualifiers. You got to fish all 9 now to have an opportunity to qualify for the elites. Last year there was 178 anglers that committed to fishing all 9. Not all of them ended up fishing all 9, but there was 178 that committed beginning of the season. To put a little bit of the 2023 and the new format into perspective, it took a 41st place average out of 225 boats, 178 EQ anglers, 41st place average to make the last guy in. That's I can't explain how incredibly tough that is with that many guys and the caliber of anglers out there doing this. Another consideration, going through and seeing the averages for several seasons now, to fish a full season of the EQ format for the Bass Opens, you're looking at an average of a $35,000 commitment. Looking at this year's schedule, I'm estimating it would cost me $40,000 to fish this year with no guarantees of anything coming back. So another consideration looking into this season, going through as much as the information as I could find in a short amount of time, there were less than 15 guys. If you take sponsorships out of it, just raw dollars of the $35,000 average cost. It's going to vary some for everybody, depending on travel, accommodations for lodging, etc. But $35,000 is a good, solid estimate for most guys. It's going to be a little higher, a little lower. But for the 2023 season, less than 15 guys broke even or better. That's just eye-opening. You look at Bobby Lane, one of the all-time greats. Huge respect for that guy and what he's done in the sports. He was the first man out this year that did not get in. He barely made a little over $12,000. So he lost, technically $23,000. Obviously, him and multiple other guys have lots of sponsorship dollars coming in. But just looking at the raw numbers of what it cost and what the paybacks were, that's eye-opening. You'd be the first man out and lost a lot of money. So in the big picture, the Opens are not a great investment, are not a great business plan. It is what it is. It's not putting down Bassmaster, Bass, anything. I'm a life member. I still think Bass is the greatest organization in the fishing world. Always has been, most likely always will be. But from a business standpoint, from an angler's perspective, it's not a great business decision without guaranteed dollars from sponsors. backing you, and that's getting harder and harder to come by. Other options, MLF just dropped their bombshell this week. That picture is not looking good on that side. So the options are fish nothing, stay local, stay home, have fun, be a normal guy. Risk the opens if, I can come up with enough sponsorship dollars and backing to make it a worthwhile risk. Fish the Bass Nations. There's some opportunities there. Fish the Toyotas. There is one or two division of the Toyotas that I like, and the Toyotas right now are probably still the best bang for your buck opportunity. Or fish BFLs and gain more experience and gain opportunities through that route. Or a combination. You can still fish, one division of the Opens and try to qualify for a Classic. You can fish one division of the Toyotas, do a combination of all the above. There's a lot of factors going into it, but the reality, most guys won't tell you. We keep painting this big, pretty picture of what professional fishing is, and the reality is, there's about 5% that are at the top and make a real good living at this. For everyone else, it can be major make and break life decisions with far greater impacts and risks than you can imagine. So we'll see. For myself, I have a lot to consider, and there won't be any easy decisions. So we'll see what's going to happen, what's coming next, and I'm always going to be on the water no matter what I do, what decision I make. Fishing is what I am and will always be that way. But we'll be back with some more discussions to talk about, and when I do make some decisions, and we'll keep you updated and go from there. Have a good one.